Danny Segura for MMA Junkie here in South Florida, an American top team, standing next to Marcos Buchecha, one of the greatest grapplers that's ever walked this earth, now turned MMA fighter. First of all, Marcus, we're getting here closer to Thanksgiving. You're out here putting out work. Do you have anything booked right now as far as MMA?
Yeah, actually, during Thanksgiving, I'll be flying to Singapore because I have my second fight. It's gonna be on December 3rd, so I have to fly out 1 week before. So today actually was my last hard sparring session. Felt really good. Camp was great. Ready to go. Let's do it.
That's great to hear. You were coming off your first fight. You made your MMA debut in September. How did you feel in the cage? How did you feel fighting? Obviously, you took home a win. How was their experience in MMA?
Man, it was amazing. It was great. I felt great. I thought, being honest, I thought I would be more nervous about it, but of course I was really excited. But I kept calm and I could do the game plan. So I was since 2019 without doing any competition, jiu-jitsu competition, because that's when you feel the goosebumps, the adrenaline. So I was without feeling for a long time, so I was missing it. So I didn't know how it would be after so long because I never stayed so long without competing. So of course this one was MMA, something new, even like harder to know how it would be, but I felt great. It was better than my expectations, so I think I got addicted to it. So that's why I'm fighting against him, and I don't. That's why I'm fighting again really soon, and I can't see me done with this sport in any time soon. So I'll stick with that for a long time.
Why did you originally switch from grappling to MMA? Because I mean, you're a very successful grappler. You can make a living off seminars, just competing in general. Today, you can make a lot of money just from jiu-jitsu. So why the switch to MMA?
I think I always had in my head a real fighter is it's about to test. I want to test myself, right? So I think that's what a fighter is about. So I test myself in the gi. I got like 13 world titles as black belt. Then I test myself in no gi. I won 2 ADCC titles. That's kind of like the Olympics of the grappling. Uh, and then I want to test myself in MMA. So I did my first fight, but of course I'm not done because I like it. It's a new game, and since my last World Championship, I don't have the fire, the desire anymore to go to do like a camp with the gi to win like 14th time, 15th time. I think that's not gonna make any difference in my life. So I proved myself already. So now it's time for a new challenge, time to move on. So it's a new chapter of my life. That's why I'm really excited about. That's why I wanna do it. So I feel like a brand new beginning. I feel like I just the same feeling that when I got my black belt 2010. So I want to prove myself. I want to go there and test myself against the best. So that's kind of like similar feeling that I'm having right now with MMA. So I want to test myself against the best, and I'm fighting, training every day with like great names, big names. So it's been great. I'm enjoying the ride.
It's great to hear. And so, are you done with grappling with Jiu-Jitsu world, or are you still gonna dabble here and there?
It's hard to say I'm done. I never said I retire, but now my focus 100% will be MMA. But a lot of people ask me when I'm gonna retire. But if I retire, then I have to work, right? So now I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep like doesn't matter what it is. Fighting is like in my DNA, and I love to do that. So either MMA, gi. So I'm not sure if I still gonna fight grappling. But if it makes sense, I'll probably do it, but not to go there to just to test myself again, because I think I don't need to prove anything else.
Do you think all the experience that you amounted in the grappling world, like being in big stages, that helped you sort of go in there in MMA and not feel like it's that big of a deal? I mean, you mentioned how like you felt pretty comfortable.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, 100%. I try to use the same mindset that I use for all my biggest finals, because when you fight like the World Championship, the final of the open weight is the most important fight of the year. Doesn't no matter what. And I was there like 7 times in the big stage, fighting the biggest event. All eyes on me. So I try to use the same mentality that I used to step in those events, step in the same mindset I try to use for the MMA, and it worked out pretty well. So I think 100% it helped me a lot. The jiu-jitsu experience helped me to not just, of course, not just technical talking, but how to deal with the situation before the moment.
And this might be a silly question knowing you, but are you doing this just for fun because you like it to test yourself, or do you have ambitions of holding a world title at some point and reaching sort of the highest level of MMA?
I never was a kind of guy that planned anything in my life, and everything is happening like naturally. So, of course, I want to do good, and if I can have little success compared to I did in jiu-jitsu, I'll be like really happy. But of course, when I do something, I want to give my best, and I expect like a good result. But right now, being honest, I'm just thinking about this fight on December 3rd at One Championship, and that's my focus 100%. So after that, I'm gonna think in my next step. So I don't like to think about too ahead. So I think it maybe can frustrate myself. If it doesn't happen the way I expect, maybe I can frustrate myself. So I don't like that. So day by day, step by step, that's how I like to take my career.
And tell us a little bit about your opponent on December 3rd at One Championship. What do you make of him, and what do you think is sort of the strategy here? I'm guessing take it to the ground, right?
Yeah, but he's a striker. He's southpaw, heavy hands, a heavy hitter. He got like a good win last fight, and he's 5-0, so undefeated fighter. So it's a really dangerous fighter. So that's not easy names out there. So I'll never expect an easy fight, and I know this one is not gonna be 100%. So of course, if I can take him down and use my jiu-jitsu, perfect. But if I have to strike against him for 15 minutes, that's what I'm training here to do it. And I hope I can fight against not just him but anyone in all aspects. Like if I have to stand, if I have to grapple, if I have to wrestle. So I want to feel ready for any situation.
What a better way to prepare, right, than American Top Team? Obviously, you got all the resources in the world here. All right, Marcus, well, I appreciate the time. Best of luck December 3rd, and looking forward to your fight.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate, and would like to thank everyone for the support. The Jiu-Jitsu community has had my back, so it's been great. And of course, here is the paradise for a fighter, so the best place to be.